Let's dissect Te Guruma or Sukui Nage. I know it's banned by the IGF because you're grabbing below the hip area, the legs area, but it's a good technique anyway. It's part of Judo. It's certainly seen in Sambo. So let's take a look at it. It's a great throw. So what it is we're going to do this as a counter throw in this particular case. So Eric, you're going to be coming in with, say, a Koshi Guruma, something around the neck, and Derek is going to be stopping the throw, and he just kind of stops it, and he kind of hip checks, so he uses a block. But look, with the left hand scoops through the middle, and he grabs right there at the upper thigh. Now look at it, the right hand is still holding on the lapel. Now look at Derek's head right in the shoulder of Eric. See that? Okay. Now what he's going to do, he's going to scoop him up. He's going to step in and put his hip in front and throw him right over. He's going to wheel him over with his hands. That's why it's called Te Guruma. And you're scooping him up and throwing him. That's why it's also called Sukui Nage. Yeah. Can you do a couple here for us? When you analyze it, kind of parse it apart here, there are moving parts to it. Okay, when he's coming in, let's do this again, guys. So when he comes in, you've got to stop it first. So that's the number one thing. You might use it you might also use the flow of his body action, but generally you have to stop the action. Okay, so when he comes in, you're just going to stop it, kind of a hip block there, and as you do that, lower your level, and look with the left hand, grab through the middle, and trap it. The right hand is controlling the lapel as you see, and Derek's head is right on Eric's right shoulder. And he's going to use that to lift Eric up, step in front, and throw him over his hip, actually wheel him over with his hands on his legs. Okay?
So he's kind of setting on your hip when you lift him up. You're in the crouch. I like to think of him like a bag of groceries. So you suck them in tight to your hips, and then just try and get your hips to go out and your back to straight. So if you focus on that part, your hips bump him up enough to pull him onto the hip as you step. And then he's kind of resting on your hip. Your other foot comes forward, and you just wheel him over your hip.
Show us that. So he comes in.
Okay, down, hips in. Then he comes up onto the hip with one step. Other step, wheel him over the hip.